but that ball hitting about halfway up the fence over there, just short of 380. We'll call it 370 off the fence. As Adam Hackenberg, right-handed first baseman, takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. Good way to start off the at-bat by Kerwin.
Hackenberg started the year really hot. He started it really hot, but he's been leveling off a little bit. He only has 9 RBIs and 2 home runs and 8 strikeouts, so he is human.
And the 0-1's going to miss down low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hackenberg is hitting a solid 286 on the year.
It was 1 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. So he waits the 1-1. There it comes. Breaking ball catching the inside corner for a strike. Hackenberg showing off his power. Part of those 6 home runs, he owned 3 of those 6 home runs that were hit on Saturday by the Redbirds. He hit 2 in game 1, and then 1 in game 2. Excuse me, I read that backwards. It's 1 in game 1, 2 in game 2. So 1-2 is going to miss down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's a very impressive power for him.
Check of the runner at second. Kerwin pitching from the set and comes home. 2-2. Hard ground ball to the right side. Right there is Mensah. A little bit of a stumble, but he recovers and throws on to first to record the out. They get the 2-out double, but they cannot score the run. We're going to head to the bottom of the first. It is scoreless. This is Baltimore Dodgers baseball.
Now batting for the Baltimore Dodgers, right fielder from Virginia Commonwealth University, number 8, Alex.
And set to lead things off for the Baltimore Dodgers is Alex Taylor from VCU. Haven't seen him a lot. He's actually been dealing with a hamstring issue and got into the games yesterday. But we haven't seen him since way back in the very first weekend here at Joe Cannon Stadium. Comes into the game hitting .250. And the first delivery on the way from William Fleming, who's getting the start for the Redbirds, misses up high. And that's something that we've seen a lot of in deliveries to Taylor, and that's pitches missing the zone as he fouls one off. 1 ball and 1 strike the count to Taylor.
He's a presence in the lineup that really has been missed. He has 9 walks on the year and 4 hits, but he's been getting on base, and that really is what the Dodgers need.
And Taylor playing in 5 games for the Dodgers. He has at least 1 walk in every single game he's played in. The 1-1 will miss the inside corner. Taylor ahead in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Taylor in game 1 yesterday went 1 for 3. A run scored, and check that out, a walk. 2 strikeouts as well. Game 2, 0 for 3, but 2 walks. And a fastball up high, and, well, we're 1 pitch away from seeing yet another walk in the 6th game, 6 consecutive games with a walk.
Yeah, I was going to say 5 games and he has 9 walks. He's almost averaging 2 walks a game.
The 3-1, just catching the outside corner. I was getting ready to call. I wanted to call it. So wanted to call it. I was ready.
You were getting ready there.
I was like jumping at it, but just catching the outside corner. Good location there by Fleming. And Fleming stepping off as Taylor having to readjust the gloves. Now full count on the Dodger leadoff hitter. Stands with a wide open stance. And he hits one on the ground the other way to the shortstop, Servideo, who bobbles but picks it up in time to throw out the speedy Taylor. And the Dodgers have 1 down here in the bottom of the 1st.
Fleming has only pitched in 1 game this year, but he had a solid game. He pitched through 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. He got a no decision in that game, but he really pitched a solid game last time. So he's looking to improve upon that today.
Yeah, a game that the Redbirds lost to the Giants where the offense just did absolutely nothing. A 2-1 loss at Gaithersburg. As now one of the Dodgers' hotter hitters, Trevor Doyle, stands in, takes a delivery that's going to miss in off the plate. The 1-0. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
Doyle's hitting a very solid .368 this year. He's got 8 RBIs. He's looking to get his 15th hit of the season.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. Unfortunately, it's a grass infield, so that slows it down quite a bit. And up with it is the second baseman, Starbuck. He records the out for out number 2.
Good base running there by Doyle. Almost beat it out, taking advantage of this slow infield.
As Jake Ruby will stand in and gets everybody in the crowd, all 7 people or so. Well, I haven't gotten an official count yet, but start with the rhythmic clapping. Everybody loves his walk-up music. Ruby from Ohio State stands with an open stance, and good thing he does because that ball might have hit his lead leg as it darts inside, and he has to kick his legs out of there to avoid being hit.
I'll tell you who really enjoys his walk-up music is Nick Graham.
Fastball on the outside corner. Why do you know that?
Because every time I'm sitting in the stands and that comes on, Nick Graham starts the clapping and does a little bit of a dance.
That's the advantages to not being in the booth the entire game. The 1-1, and Ruby with an awkward attempt at a bunt fouls it away. Ruby rocking the mustache a little bit.
We've got an official count right now. We've got 26 people in the stands.
Wow. That's
more than 7.
It is more than 7. It's like 4 times what I said. 1-2 pitch. Hard line drive out into center field. Coming in is Gendel. He's not going to get it as he takes it on a hop. And a 2-out single for Jake Ruby. A good piece of hitting there going back up the middle. And both teams with a single or at least a hit in the first inning of play.
Ruby's been a solid addition to the lineup. He's batting .250. He's got a double, a triple, and a home run. He's got 5 RBIs and has 5 walks. He's been a real good addition to the lineup.
And I think the most important part is that brings up the big man, Paul Nixon, as he stands in his first home game since bouncing one off the left center field fence. Takes delivery on the inside corner for a strike. And I think he thought that was maybe a little bit off the inside corner. Me too.
He's not very happy with that call.
I don't think he liked it. It's not exactly his wheelhouse anyway. The 0-1. That's going to miss up high. And our walkie-talkie's broken.
Nixon hitting .273 on the year. Has 2 home runs and a triple to his name. Looking to extend, getting his 10th hit of the season.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. A little bit late on that fastball. Maybe a little bit late recognizing, but a big helicopter swing right there.
Something he does a lot.
Nixon with that triple over the weekend. With the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And down goes Nixon. That's the first strikeout of the game for Fleming. And the Dodgers get a runner on base, but he's stranded at first base. We're going to head to the second. We're scoreless. This is Baltimore Dodgers baseball. Welcome back to the top of the second inning. Baltimore Dodgers and the Baltimore Redbirds are scoreless as the catcher Will Harless will stand in.
Harless has been struggling this season. Just a little bit. He's batting .043. He's won for his last 23. Scored 2 runs and has 6 walks and 6 strikeouts on the season.
And he awaits the first delivery from Kerwin. That misses down and in. Harless hit .221 at Radford this year in his freshman year. The 1-0 just missing with the breaking ball. 2 balls and no strikes to Harless. Was an all-state selection as a senior in high school. He was ranked the number 7 catcher in the class of Virginia. The 2-0 missing, and 3 balls and no strikes now to the catcher Will Harless.
He only has 1 hit, but the 6 walks is he's got a pretty good eye, as apparent by the 0-3 count, by the 3-0 count.
0-3 would be nice.
That'd be great.
He'd already be sitting. The 3-0, that missing, and a 4-pitch walk to lead things off here in the top of the second inning. And that's never good, as Christian Holenka is now going to come to the plate.
Holenka is another one that's been struggling. He's batting another solid .083 on the season. 2 hits and 24 at-bats, 4 walks, 6 walks, and 4 strikeouts.
Holenka was 1 for 3 and scored a run back on that June the 7th game against the Dodgers here at Joe Cannon Stadium. First delivery to him is in the dirt, and a good block behind the plate by Colin Berg. And speaking of that first meeting, this is the second meeting and the final time that the Redbirds will be at Joe Cannon Stadium. So if you want to go see the Redbirds and Dodgers play, you're going to have to go up to Calvert Hall.
So sad.
1 ball and no strikes, chopped foul. Come on, coach. Didn't even move.
Umpire had more movement than he did.
The umpire almost got hit by it.
Looked like the umpire was going to make a play.
That's Rob Koski over in the first base coaching box. I think he was hoping it was going to be fair. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Had a little bit of a rain scare earlier. Runner going. Hard hit line drive into right, and it's going to be caught by the right fielder Taylor, and they're going to have an easy double play as he lobs it over to first base to complete it. So the runner going on the pitch, and the Redbirds run themselves right into a double play.
That's a great ball recognition there by Taylor, being able to see that he had the ability to catch the ball. And Yeah, it was a hit and run by the Redbirds, but his ability to recognize where that ball was and not, second guess himself and try to do too much. And it's a good double play, and the Dodgers are saving themselves one out.
Yeah, that's a play right there where you definitely want to come get the ball. He was maybe a little in between there. You don't want to let that hit. With the runner going, you have a chance to pick up that double play. It's the first delivery to Madden is in the dirt, but he's unable to check his swing as the appeal down to first base is confirmed. And a no-ball, one-strike count on the third baseman.
It was a good job by Taylor trying not to do too much. Sometimes when the runner goes, it's in your head.
A little cue shot over to the first baseman, and Nixon can't pick up the baseball. And, that's going to go down as an error by Paul Nixon. Is sometimes those cue shots can be a little bit difficult because of all the spin that's on them. I've played first base, and when they hit it off the end of the bat with all that spin, sometimes it's just hard to pick up the baseball. But an E3 keeps the inning going for the Redbirds.
Umpire's trying to make sure now that it oh, yeah, he doesn't like it.
So we'll blame it on the baseball.
Yeah, we're going to blame it on the baseball.
Yeah, the baseball must have had a little lopsidedness to it, so he couldn't, actually pick it up properly.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
That was it.
That was exactly what happened.
The wobbleness of it.
Yep. As Bo Mikowski will stand in. And he waits the first delivery. Here it comes. Runner goes. The throw down to second base is in time for the out. And there's the Redbirds running themselves into another out. So that's going to do it for the Redbirds here. They go down in order, kind of. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, we're still scoreless. This is Baltimore Dodgers baseball. And welcome back to the bottom of the second inning. We're here at Joe Cannon Stadium. Rob Stadnick alongside Matthew Hilliard. And that's the first time I've introduced you today, Matthew. But everybody knows it's Matthew. Whoever it is, it's just Matthew. It's fine.
That's not entirely true. We also got an Ethan here.
That's true.
And an Ian.
You'll have you guys will all meet Ethan on next Monday, which is coincidentally the next home game. As Nick Graham stands in and hits a slow bouncer through the hole on the left side. A diving Kevin Madden can't come up with it, and the Dodgers have a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second.
Nothing really to say about that one. Just Graham was able to poke it through, and the Redbirds weren't able to get the ball. So good piece of hitting there by Graham, being able to get on base and correctly called a single.
You can say that one had eyes. I mean, that's the quality color commentary we're looking for here with the Baltimore Dodgers.
I think the umpire doesn't like that one either. It had eyes on it, so it's gotta come out of the game for that reason.
Right. It's Colin Burke standing in and taking a fastball on the outside for strike one.
So hopefully they can continue playing well in the field.